straight to breaking news we're following at Hagg Lake in Washington County. That's where two deputies were shot. We're told this happened on the north end of Hagg Lake off Southwest Scoggins Valley Road. Here's what we know at this point. Washington County deputies were called by homeowners around 2:15 today. They told deputies they say a man was trying to break into a cabinet and steal firearms there. We're told the homeowners locked themselves in a bathroom and deputies were able to get them out safely. Deputies searched for that suspect for about 3 hours. Eventually, gunfire was exchanged and two deputies as well as the suspect were hit. Now, we were there as the helicopter with the suspect inside took off for the hospital. The deputies were also airlifted to the hospital. We're told one deputy has serious injuries. The other has non-life-threatening injuries. That's according to the sheriff's office. We want to show you a live look now at OHSU. That's where we're told the deputies are receiving care tonight. We do have team coverage for you of the shooting. Fox 12's Audrey Wheel is at OHSU. But first, let's get to Fox 12's Tyler Dumont live at Hagg Lake, where he's been gathering the latest details. Tyler?
Nora, good evening. Well, right now, Southwest Scoggins Valley Road remains closed. Here behind me, you can see deputies do still have that roadblock there. They are continuing to stop cars here at the park entrance. Now, the actual scene where the shooting happened, we understand, is actually several miles up this road. Deputies are currently keeping us here while their investigation is in its early stages. Now, here's what they've told us so far. This started just after 2 this afternoon when deputies first responded to a 911 call from a homeowner on the north side of Hagg Lake. Now, the homeowner, according to deputies, reported a suspicious man trying to break into their locked outside cabinet where they stored guns. The suspect successfully broke into that cabinet and got away with what deputies described as 2 long guns. Now, canines, air support, and a SWAT team were called in and worked for 3 hours before they finally tracked that suspect down in what was described as a wooded area where there was then a shootout. Now, that went down between 5 and 5:30. In that shootout, 2 deputies as well as the suspect were shot. All of them, as you mentioned, have been taken to the hospital. Deputies tell us that when all 3 left the scene, they were alive. But as you may imagine, it has left their colleagues stunned.
Obviously, I'm running on adrenaline right now. It's a chaotic scene for everybody involved, but I'm sure I'll look back at this day as probably the worst day of my professional career.
I pray that those 2 officers are okay because they give us a lot of our security and they help us. But at the same time, you know, it's really sad and unfortunate. I think that through trying times like this, hopefully as a community we can come together and overcome, you know, things that happen.
Now, the suspect has not yet been identified, but he has been described as a white man in his late 30s or 40s who was dressed in camo and carried a backpack. Now, it's unclear if either of those stolen weapons or both were used to shoot the deputies. That's, of course, now part of the investigation now underway. The identities of the 2 deputies shot as well as the suspect, again, so far have not yet been released. Now, it's also unclear as to just how long this area may be locked down, but according to deputies, it very well could be into the evening hours tonight. We will, of course, keep you updated as we learn more here at the scene. For now, reporting live in Hagg Lake, I'm Tyler Dumont, Fox 12 Oregon.
Tyler, thank you so much. Let's get back to our team coverage. Fox 12's Audrey Wheel is live at OHSU, where she's learning more about how these deputies are doing. Audrey, what can you tell us?
Right, Nora. Well, deputies on scene told us that they believe those 2 deputies that were shot are being treated here at OHSU. And you can see there is some law enforcement presence here. We've seen Washington County Sheriff's Office deputies as well as officers from Portland Police. And we did just get an update a short time ago from the Sheriff's Office. We know one deputy has serious injuries, but they said thankfully his prognosis is encouraging and he's getting great care. And we know the other deputy has non-life-threatening injuries. Now, we also learned that both deputies are part of WCSO's tactical response team. And like Tyler said, we know the suspect was life flighted, but we're not sure at this point where he was taken to. So again, some officers and deputies out here right now. We are actually expecting an update from the sheriff here at the hospital, likely in the next hour or so. So we will, of course, keep you updated, bring you any new information, and tell you what the sheriff has to say about all of this. But for now, we're live from OHSU. Audrey Wheel, Fox 12 Oregon.